Hello, Black women. What does joy have to do with it? I'm asking this question because I did a panel yesterday with a superstar panel. The title of the panel was Black Women and Joy. Are you reconnecting or are you connecting to your joy? And so I just want to just take a moment to talk about joy. And many times as Black women, we are so busy, we're handling so many different things. We trick ourselves to think we don't have time for joy. And that's a lie, okay? That we have been sold a lie by society that we do not deserve joy. And I'm here to tell you that we do deserve joy, and joy is everything, okay? So when we say, what does joy have to do with it? Joy has everything to do with it because when you think about your life, what's the point of your life? Okay, is the point of your life to work? Is the point of your life to particularly work at a toxic job or deal with nonsense? No, that is not the intention of your life. So I say to Black women and even to myself that we have to pause and take moments to reconnect to our joy because a life without joy, as one of my panelists talked about yesterday. So I had Alicia Renice, Stephanie Perry, Glamazzini, Terry, in Afroflow Yoga, and we were talking about joy and the need to reconnect to joy and our own journeys to connect to joy because it's not easy. As Black women, we're told that we have to handle everything. We got to make sure everything's okay. We got to look out for everybody else. But what about us? And it's not selfish. You know, we often put these negative associations with centering ourselves. It is not selfish to want joy and to plan for and include joy in your life. There is nothing wrong with that. That is a gift that you are able to do that. And my hope is that you are able to do that. Now, I do want to share that sometimes, in addition to the societal pressures in terms of telling us who we are to be as Black women, sometimes within our families or our communities, we're given the messages as well. Okay, so this is something that many of us deal with. But I do want to say that it's important for us to take that intentional time for our joy because if you don't, then your life just feels just rote, like you're in a rut. And I don't want anyone to feel like you're in a rut. So I'm going to just tell you just some tips about how to reconnect to your joy. So hopefully I covered why it's important to connect to your joy, but I also want to talk about how to connect to your joy. So one thing is number one, to really take a moment to pause and reflect on your life and think about and ask yourself, is this the life that I want for myself? Okay, that's number one. Number two is assess what are the things that are contributing to how you feel. So, is it your job? Is it your relationships? Is it your kids? Is it your family? Look at all of these people or these situations that are in your circle. And I want you to think about are there any joy robbers in your circle? So, these are people who just suck the joy out of you. You want to feel happiness, but there's so much things that you have to attend to, or you feel like they're not pouring into you as well. So we talked about that yesterday in the video of Black women in joy. And are you reconnecting or are you connecting to your joy? So are you pouring from an empty cup? So you have to really look at your circle and see are people pouring into you as well? We're often pouring into other people, but are people pouring into you as well? Okay, so again, pause, reflect, think about in your life, is this the life that I want to live? And if it is not, I encourage you to really look at your circle, evaluate your circle, and look to see are there any joy robbers in your circle. I also call joy robbers energy vampires. You may have heard that term before, but energy vampires are people who are around you and they kind of just suck all the energy out of you, okay? They do not pour into you. It's not a reciprocal relationship, okay? So be mindful of joy robbers. And the next tip I want to give is I want you to think about when you were younger, when you were a little girl, what kind of things gave you joy? What kind of things just made you laugh and laugh and laugh until your stomach hurt, right? Or that you were crying because you were just laughing so hard. So think about what were those things in your childhood that brought you joy? And how can you reconnect to those things in any kind of way? Just a moment. And when I talk about these things, I want us to make a plan and make an intentional effort to reconnect to joy. I would say even daily. And when you think about reconnecting to joy, it is not some big extravagant thing. We got to spend a whole bunch of money. I'm talking about something simple. Like for me, it's playing with my dogs. Okay. So, what kind of things can you do daily that don't cost a whole bunch of money? Can you go outside? Can you smell flowers? Can you talk to a friend? Can you watch a funny clip of video? I look on Pinterest and look at funny animal videos, right? Like it's free, doesn't cost me anything. It's silly, but it makes me laugh. Okay. So just think about what are those things that can make you happy. Now, I want to say to you, sometimes we might feel so stuck. We might feel, you know what, I want to feel joy. I hear what you're saying, but this job is beating me down, right? The job is just sucking all the energy out of my body. It's a soul sucking experience. I know I've been there. And so, if that is you, if you are in a soul sucking job and you are ready to leave, I want to share with you that S. Amory Archer and Amory Archer is the anti HR lady. She's also an HR consultant and an attorney, and we are collaborating for a masterclass called Save Yourself, Channel Your Inner Harriet, so that you can get out of that toxic hustle job with your sanity and your coins. Okay. We want you to be well. I want you to be well. Okay. I don't want you to be in any situation that is robbing your joy or robbing your soul. Okay. So if you are in those situations or you're in a toxic job situation, I've given you some tips that hopefully you can follow up on. And also, I've shared with you about a resource that might be available to you in terms of the masterclass. If you're interested in the masterclass, I will put the early registration link in the description section of this video, and hopefully you'll be able to participate in that, okay? But I do want you to just remember that you deserve joy and you deserve joy daily, okay? What's joy got to do with it? It has everything to do with it. It has everything to do with the impact that joy can have on your life. Okay. You want to live a life that's worth living, as we talked about in the panel yesterday, and you deserve joy. Don't tune out that nonsense that says you don't. You absolutely deserve it. Okay. So if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please do so. Lifting Us with Climb Consulting, Wellness Services. And again, if you're interested in the masterclass, Save Yourself, Channel Your Inner Harriet so that you can get out of that toxic hostile job with your sanity and your coins, please click the link in the description section. Okay. Have a good day. Take care. Bye bye.